Admit that.
Welcome everybody to Oops. Let's go back to the beginning here. No, wrong way.
Please scan in. Okay.
There. Welcome everybody to All Stars and Stripes Heroes Connection. This group is a networking group for military veterans, first responders, their families, or advocates, or anybody who wants to do business to business networking with us. I myself am a veteran family. My parents were Army veterans. My oldest son, who was a disabled Iraq War veteran, passed away in 2012. And I have two sons who have served in the Marine Corps. One is actually still actively serving. And I support military and first responders. Had a house fire in 2012, and my heart goes out to our front line here in our country, first responders that are on the front line. So this is a great place for all of us to be here. So what to expect for the next 50 something minutes or so. We start each meeting with a moment of silence, and then we'll have a Pledge of Allegiance, a national anthem video. We'll talk about what the scuttlebutt.club is and how to invite people with that. And I was going to say my national anthem video, I forgot to change that. So it's going to be the same one as last week. So if you weren't here last week, it's a newbie for you. So, um, then we will have our business briefs. Everybody's going to get their 60 seconds. If you'd like to tell us about yourself, where you're from, what your business is, how we can help you, whatever you want to do during that 60 seconds. And Santa Papa John will be our timer. Terry Moore is our co-host today, so I'll be passing the baton to her at that time. Then we'll have a special hero highlight today. Greg is going to be doing that for us. And then we have a spotlight speaker. And then after that, we end with inspirational thought and announcements and reminders. So let's go ahead and get started with a moment of silence. And now for the Pledge of Allegiance, if you are able to stand, it's a great time to do so.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Some which slides here. An encore performance. It
I like that one better.
was good.
Never not have enough of pentatonics.
Yes, love them. So, let's see. Okay, so if you go to the scuttlebutt.club on your browser, it'll take you to this landing page that has the Zoom registration link that you can share with people. If they do register on Zoom for the meeting, they do have to use the email address that they set up their Zoom with, not their alignable account. So make sure that they know that, because that's usually why people have a hard time getting through that Zoom registration link. Also, it has our meeting agenda. It has a over here under the flag, it's a spotlight speaker form. If somebody wants to be a spotlight speaker, like Marianne's going to be for us today, they can just fill out that form and it sends me an email, and I'll have all the information I need and get in contact and let them know when they're scheduled to present. And there's also a place to schedule on my calendar. There's our Facebook link, our YouTube channel, and our Alignable group channel. And I was going to mention, I have gotten, and I did not realize how woefully behind I was on posting the videos that I have stored up on my computer recording. So I've been working on that all day today. I'm going to be working on that for the next couple of days, hoping to get those all uploaded before I leave to go out of town in case something happens to my computer. I would hate to lose all those recordings. But anyways, you will be seeing more things showing up on our YouTube channel. Please go on there and watch, go back and rewatch them, like them. And I may eventually go back and cut them to be just the actual spotlight speakers as well, so that that way it's easier for you all to share your spotlight speeches with people and not have to watch the whole 1 hour. So now at this point, I am going to stop sharing my screen so we can all see each other. This is when we're going to do our business briefs. Oh, we've got lots of more new faces here. Love it, love it. I'm going to turn this part of the meeting over to our co-host, Terry Moore. She is a national speaker and resilience coach, and you're in good hands with Terry. So take it away, Terry. You're muted.
Okay. Well, Terry's having some trouble with her internet today, so hopefully you all be able to hear me. But anyway, thank you to all the new people that have come out today to be at this meeting. And we're looking forward to hearing about you. So this is our 60 seconds brief. Tell us who you are, what you do, and how we may serve you. And Natalie, you have your hand up.
Well, I had a question for Angela. When we go to the scuttlebutt and put in some requests, how do we know if we are chosen and what date we are chosen?
I will get in contact with you and also pick as many dates as you can possibly do it. And then that way I will let you know which date works out. So
I did that a couple of weeks ago for 3 dates, and I don't know if I've chosen for any of them.
Okay, I'll have to go back. Now, I will tell you this week I have been moving last weekend to this past weekend to over this whole week. So I have my emails are really far behind. But did you do it just like in the last week or two before that? Okay. Well, you just spoke last week, right?
A couple weeks ago. Yeah, this was for August.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'll get you on the calendar. I'll let you know.
Okay.
Thanks, Natalie.
Okay. It's a little bit confusing now because we lost some people, probably from the internet issues. Okay, let's go ahead and start. We're going to start with, let's see. Marianne, do you want to give us a little bit of teaser for what you're going to be talking about?
Sure. Hey, everyone. Marianne Guinee here. I'm going to be our spotlight speaker today. You all know me as simplymarianne.com. 3 brands, 4 lifestyle changes, 1 mission. So you're going to hear a little bit more about that today.
Great. Thank you.
Was that garbled or was that just me? Did everybody hear me?
There is a little bit of a garble. I hear a garble.
Welcome to my world. Right. Spectrum, it's going to get an earful from me as soon as I get off of here. So anyway, Deb, would you like to go ahead with your 60 seconds? It's good to see you again.
Oh, thank you. I didn't really have a question though, but what did you?
Wait, this is our business brief.
Oh, our business brief. Okay. Well, right now I am doing Operation Protect Our Heroes for $35. We are sending a sunscreen, broad spectrum SPF 50 for body and an SPF 30, which is a mineral for the face. And I take care of everything. I send it. I've got addresses that I can send this to, and pretty much the deadline for our unit is the 30th, but I'm considering extending my deadline through this week. We are part of our of a legacy group, which is has direct ties to Mary Kay Ash herself. And so therefore our director is
You're
now,
done.
you know, going to be our next national. So that's it. Thank
That's
you.
great. Thank you. Natalie, you want to go next? And then RC?
Well, you can read my name, and I'm in Michigan. We are having the 90s this week, so join the crowd. Anybody who is in hot weather, it's beautiful, lovely sunshine. I am a health advocate. I am a Shaklee ambassador. I'm in holistic health, and I encourage you to take charge of your health because the older we get, the more likely that you're going to have a chronic disease like arthritis, diabetes, COPD. One of those, once you get one, you get another, you get another, you get another. And so if you would like to be in your late 80s and out and about instead of being wheeled around in a wheelchair by somebody else in a nursing home, then I would suggest that you pay attention to your health, and I would love to give you some great ideas on basic health principles and taking charge of your lifestyle for the future. Thank you.
Thanks, Natalie. Welcome.
Hello, everyone. My name is Ramna Chaduri, RC for short. Easy way to remember me is Ramna. Hey, Natalie, would you like some rum? Nah, Ramna. Most likely, if you say no to the rum, though, we're probably not going to be friends, but that's okay. No judgment here. I'd like to start off my 60-second, I guess I've already started, by thanking all of you for your service, what our brave men and women do, and our veterans have done gives us the freedom today. And I'm very, very grateful for that. I have a financial practice with New York Life. Specifically, I am able to talk about all kinds of insurance needs and financial planning and retirement advising. Something that's really cool about my role and the company that I've partnered with, New York Life, is that we take the veteran life insurance that you have up to 500,000, and we're able to give you New York Life insurance 500,000 without underwriting, so dollar for dollar. And of course, we're able to get even greater benefits for the same dollar value premium paid that doesn't go up, so it's not term and it doesn't ever expire. So my business is education based. I love to teach folks about the products out there in the insurance world and how they can not only protect you but make you money. And I'd love to be able to do that for our brave veterans as well. Thank you for having me today.
Great. Welcome. Welcome. This is a great group. It's been going on pretty strong for quite a few years now. All right, I'm going to turn it over to our amazing men here. I'm going to start with Salvador.
Well, I'm an insurance broker. I do different types of insurance except for auto. My wife and I are actually going to open up our own brokerage. It's called The World Is Yours, Inc. And we do insurance, all different types of insurance, life, group, health, also, and PNC, and also real estate. And I'm a proud father of two twins, a boy and a girl, and they're 1 year old.
Oh, how sweet. Okay. All right. Let's go with Barry.
Good afternoon, folks. Barry Street. I'm in alternative health and wellness with technologies out of Japan. Some unfortunate news I heard about this week is one of our nearby counties reported 15 cases of glioblastoma, an aggressive brain cancer. And the experts are saying the numbers are significantly insignificant, unless you're one of the 15, right? So it reminds me of Love Canal of the 1970s and 80s. Some of you remember that. Outside of Buffalo, New York, there were over 350 cases of cancers. 15,000 people were affected with birth defects, all because of the water that was tainted with toxins from manufacturing. And Adjic has the greatest solution to that because we provide toxic-free, healthful water that's hydrogen-rich. So if you know anybody who's concerned about their health, looking for the fundamental way to get well, I would be a great referral. Remember, your health is your ultimate wealth.
Great. Thank you, Barry. All right, let's go with, I always forget to wait till the music stops. Okay, let's go with Santa Papa. And Santa Papa's birthday's today too. You're muted, Santa.
Yeah, I was trying to hit the button and my mouse decided it wanted to go opposite way of which way I was moving it. Now I got to hit the timer because I thought I hit the timer. It's one of those days, folks. Hey, folks, life has just been crazy and it's so much fun. Story time is happening Wednesday night. Of course, I've got some great stories lined up. How can I create some smiles for you guys? Hey, I was telling you guys last week about an organization that I created a video and a story about their mascot. Well, let me tell you, it turned out so emotional and so powerful. I had to stop reading it because I was, had to take a couple deep breaths. But you can check that on my. I'll put a link to it after. This group is a veteran. Everybody knows Zach Clayton from Community Pay It Forward out of Denver. It's all about his mascot and his polar bear. But incredible and proud to say that I wrote it and will help my AI write it and created a wonderful story. How can I do that? And of course, my veteran webpage, Warriors Beacon of Hope. Thank you for all your services and all your sacrifice to the veterans. Have a great day. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, Santa. You want to divulge how old you are? Like Ruben?
We're brother and I share it. We're 1755 this year.
How is that older than my teeth, but younger than
Yeah, something like that.
Remember the Miracle on 34th Street? When they asked Santa how
What
old
an
he was.
awesome movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I saw it this year, I thought of you. You look a lot like him. Okay, let's go with the other Santa Claus.
Well, my legal name is Santa Claus. I represent a company called Pitch, PXCH. A lot of you've heard it. If those of you who haven't, you can actually have 600 on a webinar in 50 different languages. You can make any website interactive. If you want more, I'll put a link there if you want to know more about it. If you go to my website, you'll see Good Morning America actually followed us through the courthouse when we legally changed their names. That went international. There's 3 other national TV interviews, and I'm a storyteller just like Santa Papa, where I have 10 of my untold stories. If you go to the story that says, did my parents really name me Santa Claus? Well, there's my story. Then you've already seen the Good Morning America story, and you decide which one you like the best.
Hey, thank you. All right, let's go with Greg.
I'm a firm believer that our pets should not only live longer, but they should feel better as well. Hello, I'm Greg Boone. I am passionate about helping animals, our pets, live longer, happier, healthier lives. And I'm also on a mission to help rescue horses from the grim fate of slaughter. And you can help me with that by reaching out to your senator, your representative, and urging them to put the SAFE Act, Save America's Forgotten Equine Act, on the 2026 Farm Bill. Thank you.
Good to know. I got to get somebody. Somebody's coming in. I don't know. Oh, Ruben. Okay. All right. Thank you, Greg. Let's go with Mike.
Well, thank you for being patient with me. Today's a holiday in Peru, so my wife and I thought I'd cook a nice little lunch. The key is that you take the chicken and it's still on the bone and everything, you boil it, and then now you have a nice broth. You take the chicken out, you leave the water, and it can boil any rice or pasta or anything, and now it absorbs the chicken broth, give it a little flavor. I figured it out. Now, when you're sharing knowledge, your professional knowledge, it's not enough to say you just figured it out. There's a different way to prepare boiled chicken. You can get away with it. But when you want to share knowledge and tell people what you know, it has to come in story form. And in that story, somebody needs to teach you the lesson. That's the mark of a good storyteller. Hey, speaking of storytelling, I ran my workshop this past Thursday. It was great. Some people said they couldn't make it in the evening, so I'm running an encore this coming week at 1 o'clock Eastern Time, storytelling for solopreneurs. You're welcome to come along. You can have your red carpet moment someday too.
You forgot something.
Hi, Terry. Terry, you're awesome, and you can come move in. What did I forget? I want you to come move in with us. We have a spare bedroom.
I would love to, but what is your tagline at the end?
My workshop link is in the chat. Sign up.
No, it's always about world peace.
Oh yeah, no, this time red carpet, world peace for all the children. I wanted to change it up and say you can have your red carpet. I stand here on this carpet in my $10,000 shoes, saying I care. Okay.
You screwed up on your timing, buddy. That's what it was.
I tell you, it's the chicken. It's the boiled chicken. I tell you.
Hey, you know what? This is why it's so important to listen to other people talk, because I picked up on that. Did anybody else pick up on that? He always says it. World peace. Yep. There you go,
Trying to
Mike.
change it up. What can I say?
Well, I caught you anyway. Kurt, it's your show.
All right, excellent. Jeez, it seems like we went from the pet channel to the food channel. Now I'm going to bring you to the history channel. So you're seeing in my upper corner here, History That Unites. It just sounds right, doesn't it? And you're seeing Haitian Orphans Wish. So with the work we do, we're always supporting nonprofits. And through the history here, I'm learning more and more about Haiti, a big part of our U.S. history. How good is that? And you're seeing in the off my left shoulder, the No More 9 to 5 Club, a veteran-founded organization serving entrepreneurs and folks working from home, and 24 hours of programming each month. And then in the upper left-hand corner, right hand as you're looking at it, the World of Ability. That's our podcast network and also a Saturday show. You can come on there anytime between 2 and 4 Eastern. And we also have room for you to be on other shows throughout the week, like our Wednesday night radio show. So this is Kurt Roskoff from the World Ability Podcast Network saying, you're awesome. Back to you.
You changed your thing at the end too. All right. Ruben, I know you came in a little bit late, but we lost three people. So let's go ahead with you.
Okay, well, thanks so much, guys, for being patient with me. I had a doctor's appointment, taking wax out of my ears. I had a great thing going. When the wife told me to do something, I said, I can't hear you, hon. Well, there's no excuse now. Anyway, I'd like to welcome Deb Cobb. She is doing something for veterans. We just did a donation for her product for veterans. And also, I'm here to hear Marianne's presentation. So I'm glad I made it.
Okay, thanks, Ruben. Okay.
You suck up.
Okay, we have one that went out and came back in, so I'm going to go ahead and give him an opportunity to. Oh, dear. Rob, would you like to share your 60 seconds and let us know who you are?
Sure, I can do that. Sorry about that. I was on earlier and I had a bad signal. I just got out of work and so I finally got some good signal. So here I am. So what I do is I still work full time, but about 3 years ago, my wife was suffering with menopause and arthritis, and she didn't want all the regular medications. So we found an alternative in LifeWave that reactivated her stem cells. And when that happened, within the span of about 4 months, she became 100% pain free, threw the cane away. And since then, we've been helping people reactivate their stem cells and changing lives.
That's awesome.
So,
I know a lot about LifeWave. Okay, thank you. Glad you came back. Okay, I guess it's my turn. So I am Terry Moore. I'm a national and international empowerment speaker and resilience coach, best-selling author. I help individuals rebuild confidence, resilience, and self-worth after adversity. That's mostly coming from your childhood that you may or may not recognize. but our childhood definitely affects us who we are today until we have worked through it and learned to forgive ourselves and others and to let go. So I'm looking for people that are broken, that need my help. I want to get them from looking in the mirror to giving themselves a 0 to a loud and proud 10. I'm looking for stages all across the United States to go speak and share my worldwide story that many of you have heard before. And so I'm looking for referrals for church leaders, women's retreats, women's galas. If you know of someplace that I can come and speak in your city, please just send me a referral, and that would be great. Thank you. I'm going to turn it now over to. Take it away, Angela.
Thank you so much, Terry. And I'm Angela Nelson. I am with Starship Solutions, but I have a whole host of services that I offer. The primary thing that I do is I teach people how money works, and I offer financial services to them once they understand how money works. Teach them all the things that we didn't learn in school that we should have been taught, even things we didn't learn in college. I've had doctors, lawyers, you name it, just about every profession as a client of mine. And it doesn't mean that they know how money works. They know how to make money, but they need to know how to make that money work for them. And that's what I help people with. I'm also a Legal Shield associate, and I can help people to protect their assets and to plan for the future for their family and for their legacy as well. And if you need business loans, I can also help with that as well. So reach out to me. Let's set up a one-to-one. And now I am going to go back to sharing my screen, which I feel like I lost it. So hang on one second. Let me get this back. Okay, present. There we go. What do you all see?
Business
briefs.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. I've got it off to the side here. Okay, so now we're going to have a 2-minute hero highlight. I'm actually going to stop sharing so that Greg can take a couple minutes. Santa Papa John, you put 2 minutes on the calendar. I mean, on the timer.
Sure can.
Greg's got something special to share with us.
All right. I just wanted to give a little something that I thought was pretty cool. So the lyrics to the song, My Country, 'Tis of Thee, was written by Samuel Francis Smith in 1831 while he was in seminary, while he was a seminary student. He wrote it in about 30 minutes on a rainy day, and the melody was borrowed directly from God Save the King or Queen, depending on who is in charge at the time, which is the British national anthem. So the irony is that the Americans, we kind of took that over as the American national anthem for about a century until the Star Spangled Banner became our national anthem. And the Star Spangled Banner lyrics were written as a poem by Francis Scott Key in 1814. And he was inspired after watching the British bombardment of Fort McHenry during the War of 1812 and seeing the American red flag still flying the next morning, which everybody knows. Now, the melody was borrowed from an old British song called To Anacreon in Heaven, which he was a ancient Greek lyric he wrote lyrics for songs. And this was the official club song or club anthem of a gentleman's amateur music club in London. So
Interesting.
anyway, I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, thank you so much for sharing that.
Absolutely.
And now, for our spotlight speaker is Marianne Guinee. She comes from the corporate world, but now she is an entrepreneur and she helps people, uh, coaching them in business, and she has several businesses. So I'm not going to take any time away from you, Marianne. I'm gonna let you take it away. And Santa Papa John, can you give her 15 minutes on the clock?
That would be great. Okay, can everybody see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, can everybody hear me? You can?
Yes.
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 Okay. So I'm going to go through some things pretty quick. Some of these things you won't know. Some of these things may spur ideas. If so, you'll be able to go back to the recording and you'll be able to ask me if there's some things I can help you with. My LLC under Healthy Success Made Simple is how I run my Melaleuca business, which I've been doing for 14 years, my full-time job. But I also have added in a couple other things. I have a consulting business where I do 4CI management, help people, and I actually have a creative project called Lonaloo Books. So I'm going to go through a few things pretty quickly here. You know, years ago, consumers only asked two questions. How much is it? And how convenient is it? And that was really about everything that people care about. Nowadays, people care about a whole lot more. And it's not just the question of the price. It is also, why does it cost so much? Because there are many reasons why prices go up. And most people don't know that. Who can I trust? If you've ever looked at the big names, the Procter & Gamble's, the Johnson & Johnson, and you actually looked at how much debt they're paying, you're actually paying for their debt. What's actually in the products? A lot of things work, like bleach and ammonia, but you don't actually know that those are actually neurotoxins that are actually killing your brain cells every single time you breathe them in. How does it impact the environment? Things go down our drain. Does this really work? What's the science behind it? There's a lot of scams out there. Is there something better? And is membership worth it? Some people think an Amazon membership is worth it. Many don't think so. And there's a lot of things that have memberships out there these days. Because the truth is, just because it was doesn't mean it still is. There are things that were great many years ago that may not be now. And here's a couple of them to look at. When you go to the grocery store, I bet you all think you have a bunch of choices. The reality is you don't. You're actually shopping with the same few companies, and you're shopping with companies that have actually changed over the years. Like Burt's Bees, many of you think Burt's Bees is great. Burt's Bees is not the same product it was years ago, people. The ingredients are different. It's changed. It's actually owned by Clorox. So you're putting something on your lips and on your skin that's made by one of the most toxic companies out there. So all of these things, and this is just a handful of the companies. Some were great when they started. They got bought out. They're not that great now. So a lot of people will ask, why is Melaleuca different and why do we have a membership? So I'm going to address that because there are some people we are a perfect fit for. And there's other people that still want to buy Burt's Bees that's made by Clorox because they can go to Kohl's and they can buy it off the shelf. Your family's wellness is really important. And what's different, Melaleuca is a debt-free company. Now, there are a lot of debt-free companies. The difference is we own 100% of everything. Our manufacturing plants, our equipment, our land. We're not leasing it back from somebody. We're not paying rent on something. And that's very different. And we're in 20 countries with manufacturing all over the world, including Europe, Australia, and China, all just in time manufactured. Do you know what that means? That means and I'm going to talk about this in a few minutes, but that means we actually turn over our entire inventory to the end customer's hands, not to a distributor, not to a warehouse, not to a Target or a Walmart, over 10 times a year. So everything was made in the last 4 to 8 weeks. We don't have any long-term preservatives. And this is an example. It's shipped throughout America through our own huge warehouses. We have vertical integration. We control the ingredients, the actual manufacturing, no third-party co-packers here. Our packaging, we actually make a number of our plastic bottles ourselves because it saves cost, it's cheaper, and they can be higher. You know, what you don't know is most of the things when you buy them at the Target and the Walmart and the Costco, 63% of what you go for, you pay has things that are not anything you really care about. Advertising, distribution, celebrity endorsements, retail space. Anybody who thinks buying something from L'Oreal or Maybelline is a great deal, one of our top guys ran all the L'Oreal brands. Do you realize sometimes they paid $1 million to $5 million to a celebrity to endorse that brand? Who do you think's actually paying for that? You are, in the price that you're paying. Now, we are a manufacturing company, as you can see, that competes with Procter & Gamble, Johnson & Johnson, Colgate-Palmolive, Lever Brothers. We service over 2 million families every single month, and we have a 96 to 97% customer retention rate. That means 97% of the people who shopped with us last month are going to come back and shop with us again this month. And normally it's over 7 years that they're shopping with us every single month. And we make over 400 products. So if you know about consumer packaged goods, that's a lot of SKUs. We test our products against our competition, absolutely. And we make all different aisles of the store. So all kinds of medicines, treatments, things that compete with Bengay, digestive equipment situations, triple antibiotic, all kinds of healthy foods and drinks, all kinds of premium skincare, as well as drugstore brand skincare. We have an entirely other line of that. We have home cleaning and laundry. We have all kinds of personal care items, kids, adults. We are the top store that cancer survivors shop at. Because if you're a cancer survivor, the last thing you want to do is read every single ingredient and say, can I trust this brand? I didn't say, can you trust a product? I said, can you trust a brand? And if you think you can trust Procter & Gamble or Johnson & Johnson or Unilever or Clorox, it's a question you might want to ask yourself on there. Now, just as an example, let's look at cleaning products. We have no chlorine, bleach, ammonia, phosphates, parabens, any of that. And we have no safety caps required on any of our products. If your child drank it and you called poison control and said, oh my God, they just drank the tub and tile from Melaleuca, what do I do? They'd go, they're probably going to throw up. But other than that, they'll be fine. You know, a few years ago, thousands and thousands of children went to the emergency room. We know that a lot of kids drank our products. One went to the doctor. That's a big deal. So safer, more affordable, and more concentrated. You know, if you look at what our Clear Power would do compared to 4 bottles of Windex, saving money is a really important thing. Now, I don't pretend to compare 400 products to Target or Walmart or Costco, but we have gone and compared some of them, and you can actually see the price difference. So when someone tells me, oh, it's more expensive to shop at Melaleuca, the answer is it's not. It's on a per use or a per ounce basis. 95% of the time, we are less than Walmart, and we're safer and more effective. Now, supplements are a big deal with us. And we have, you can see the US patents down here. Go look at them. We have 2 patents. We've made 30 claims each time we did it. And if you know anything about patents, you know that every single competitor has 3 years to judge and come back to say, that's not true. We've got 2 patents approved. That means we've made 60 claims, and not one single competitor could prove that we were wrong. Our 4 studies that we've done right here, third-party, independent, blind studies with no diet and exercise change. 99% of the studies that you look out there, there's fine print that says with diet and exercise change. Okay, let's be honest. If all you did was diet and exercise change, you would have a change in your health. Our peak performance pack has been proven changes in your blood work within an hour of taking this. And we've done test after test. So if anybody wants this information, I'm happy to send it to you on there. Now, we also do a few other things. We are the only no hormones, no antibiotic beef. We're actually cheaper than Omaha Steaks. We're the only company that gives you a free weight loss program that over 100,000 people have gone through and actually lost weight on. We have services. We have home security. We have identity theft protection here. We have healthcare savings. We have a Visa card in the US, a MasterCard in Canada that'll help give you more money. Everybody who comes here, if they're a preferred shopper, they get $20 in free products every single month for their first 5 months. So that's $100 of free money we're just handing people to try our products. Now, our loyalty dollars, when you shop for 44 points or more, as opposed to 35, you get money back. This loyalty dollars over the last 14 years, this is not an income. This has nothing to do with my job. This is what every single customer could get back. They've paid me over $14,000 of free money just for being a shopper. So that's a pretty big deal as well. USA Today named us one of the most trusted brands. We have an award site. You're welcome to go and look at that. We do have a membership. It's $19 per year. And all you're doing is literally switching brands. This is no new money at all. This is simply stopping from this buying this Target brand to this brand. And you know what? If you know anything about house brands, Aldi's house brand, Kirkland house brand, you know those are not the people making the products. You don't know who made them, and you don't know when they were made. But that's what you're... Oh, sorry, I think did I go? Okay, why am I going forwards or backwards? No, okay, let's try. And we believe in transparency. If you're looking for an income, if you know somebody who's looking for an income, always go back and ask, what are people making? You don't have to know what that person's making, but are people actually making? We publish our actual income stats, and we've been doing this for over 10 years every single month. We celebrate every month when somebody's income, not retail sold, when they hit that $1 million mark of money in their bank account. So right now, people have made over $7.8 billion. Now, that's one way that I help people. That's my major way. A couple of years ago, people came to me and they said, you know, every time I talk to you, I get new ideas. I get ways that I can increase my money. I get a way that I can grow my business. So I actually started another arm for CI management. Please, guys, I am not a coach. There is a really big difference between a coach and a consultant. I am not a coach. I am not going to sit here and do the things that Terry does. People have paid me in corporate America $500 an hour or more to sit down with companies like Dow Chemical, State Farm, First GMAC, First Data, and sit down with boards of directors and say, let's talk about what's going on. Let's talk about your risk. I have a 40-year risk management background, cyber, financial, and physical. So I see blind spots, and I am an incident commander by trade. I've worked with police chiefs, fire chiefs, emergency management, crisis management. I ran one of the suburbs of Chicago for emergency management for 4 years, and I'm also public information officer trained. I see blind spots really quick where other people don't. So I have something called the Profit Breakthrough Hour, $99, and I only do a couple of these a month because they take me time and effort, and I could charge a whole lot more. I don't, because the reality is everybody deserves to be able to make money. And you shouldn't not make it simply because you just don't know what you don't know. If people can help you to grow that, if they can give you suggestions, everybody needs to be able to make money. So this is my other little piece that I do. And then I have a pet project, a passion project called Lana Lou Books. I've got 13 coloring and journaling books out on Amazon. I've got downloads on my website. Thank you to those of you who got my Father's Day free gift. I'm going to have something going out for our for 4th of July as well for a free coloring gift. Many of these are also in vibrant colors on Fine Art America that you can do home decor, unique gifts. And as y'all know, Ruben would send out cards there. Well, I use send out cards as well, but one of the things I did was make new covers for them. So people who are using send out cards who don't want to just use their generic library and you want some other stuff, I've got some very cost-effective downloads where you can just download it. Excuse me, I got hiccups now, of course, and put it on here. So we have several different ways. A lot of people ask me, how can I do 3 things? And does it mean I don't make money with Melaleuca? Melaleuca is my primary source of income, guys. I've been doing this for 14 years. I start my month at 95% of what I made the month before. That's why I can do these other things and help people. So there you go. That is my my presentation for today. If there's anything that I gave you that you are like, oh, I couldn't really see that screen. Oh, I really have some questions. Set up a time to talk to me, meet with me. I'm happy to share way more stuff and details if anybody wants. And if I can help anybody, let me know. Ruben, you look like
really
you're gonna say
appreciated.
something.
I really appreciated the chart about what companies used to be and who bought them out, because so few people are aware of that, and that is strategic information. And you remarked about bleach and
ammonia.
Ammonia, not pneumonia, ammonia. And there too, people don't realize the danger. I had my son-in-law's parents were co-cleaning one time years ago, and one of them, I don't know which one did which, but one of them put one of those in the toilet. And the wife came first, and I don't know which one she put in the toilet. The husband came second and put the other one in the toilet, and it blew up in his face, and he had lung problems the rest of his life.
Yeah, those are toxic.
Those things are really dangerous, and people had no idea. When I was a kid, those kind of things had skull and crossbones on the bottles, but nowadays, no.
And there's a ton of other information, whether it's for smaller kids, kids with people with dementia. I have a friend whose parent took Bengay and started brushing her teeth with it.
Yes.
If you can imagine what that was like, right? So safe products means a lot. If you want a little more information, or if you know somebody that might be open to some of the information, I'd love to chat with you about how to get an introduction or give you some more information.
Excellent.
So much. And y'all go on and follow Marianne, like set up one-to-ones with her and support her in whatever ways that you can. That's what we're here for, is to help support one another in business. Can y'all see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much, Marianne. I'm going to go ahead and wrap us up with an inspirational thought for the 4th of July coming up. We must be free, not because we claim freedom, but because we practice it. That was written by William Faulkner. And Saturday coming up is our nation's 250th birthday. So I don't know how many of you can remember our 200th birthday, but I have to admit I do. I remember it, and I cannot believe we're actually at the 250th. But I want to wrap up and thank everybody for being here. I want to thank our military, our veterans, our first responders for your service to this country, and for the families and the advocates and supporters who support them. And please continue to keep our military in your prayers. Please keep my son in your prayers as well. And I'm going to stop here and ask if anybody has any announcements or testimonials. And Ruben, yes.
Yes, I want to just wish everybody a happy 4th of July. I put your card in the chat.
Yay. Yep. And I didn't realize, Marianne, that you do send out cards as well. So that's amazing.
I do, and that's one of the reasons why I use send out cards just personally all the time. But I actually had people who came to me and said, the library's got some stuff, but not to do. Can you make some stuff? And I said, sure, I could do that. So that's another offering that I put out on my Lana Lou books under that umbrella. So
Nice. Well, any testimonials?
I think we have a guest we haven't heard from, Ralph.
Yes, Ralph, you popped in. Glad to have you. Hope you can come back next week, and we'd love to hear more about you. Did you put your information in the chat?
I did. I was just invited by a good friend of mine to come on the call.
Oh, who invited you? Kurt, I saw a thumb up.
This guy named Kurt. Okay, you may know Kurt.
Well, we've got a
calling him
minute
couple
left.
times.
I try to finish on time, so we have if you want to take 30 seconds and tell us about yourself.
Oh, sure. I'm a 4-time world record holder in extreme powerboating. I'm a prior service U.S. Marine, and I see the aura, Marine Corps behind you there. Anyways, I'm putting together the first ever powerboat race around the world. If you haven't noticed, we have something called World Cup Soccer going on right now. And what makes it so big is not the soccer, it's the fact that it's nation versus nation. And so we're creating a nation versus nation event. And so not just event and league, it's an annual event. So I'm looking for people who'd like to be owners in it. If you could go back in history, poof, take you back to the beginning of Formula One, and you put $10,000 in that, you're now worth about $2.5 billion. Oh, but you can't go back in time. Okay. And if I could take you back in time for Major League Soccer, you could buy a team for a couple million, $3 million. A lot of money to you and me, but in the world of money, it's not. And those teams are now worth $1 billion. When World Cup Soccer gets over with, they're going to be worth even more. Okay. And so we're creating something that's nation versus nation. And I'm looking at people who want to own part of it. And
all right.
That's probably more than my 30 seconds.
Well, thank you so much, and hope you can come back to be with us next week. RC, it's great to have you, and Rob, great to have y'all. I think this is y'all's first time. Rob, have you been here before? I don't believe I've.
Sorry, I was muted. No, I don't believe I have been on your event before.
Well, great to have you. We're here every Monday, so with a few exceptions, but for the most part, every Monday. And RC, great to have you here too. So I hope you can keep
welcome back, Deb. Welcome back, Deb.
All right, everybody give a big pretty wave because I'm going to stop recording.
Thank you, everyone.